So last weekend I made a video about WowOPio being down for the foreseeable future, and the future is now. They are back up and running thanks to them creating their own logging tool, and I am making this video to encourage you guys to come in here and test it out. This is their new look website. You're going to see a lot of stuff changed. They added an inspect tool, and I'm going to tell you guys why a couple of these things have been, added. It's actually cool because I was on here earlier and it had not updated my score. I pressed the update button and now it shows I got to 3,100, which is pretty exciting. Shows all your gear, a lot more information here. And now you're going to be able to finally start having your score calculated and all of that being done in potentially looking like it's going to be in real time again, which is insanely good. I'm extremely excited for that returning. But there's a little bit more. So in the last video, we talked about them not being able to operate the way they had been because they had a falling out with Warcraft logs, right? And so I made the video and we talked about the API calls being like expensive or something. I don't know. You guys explained it to me. I appreciate all that. But I was a little suspicious. Like I said, it felt like it was not the full story. And, one of the two developers answered the question the way I showed in the last video. But then recently, the other developer said this. So I'm going to take a look at that now. Somebody asked, did Warcraft logs give you any details on why they are closing the API for you? And this person said yes, although I didn't really accept the data. I think they mean, I don't know exactly what they mean there, but they said that they were approached by a lot of people that wanted them to take us down because their data was published without consent. I told them that they and etc. Raider.io do the same. They don't ask users consent. It's third parties / users uploading the logs. No user consented, but they can opt out. Same on our site. The reasoning wasn't really logical, so I assume it's related to business. The good thing, when we have to process logs on our own, we can do way more. Technically, we can do everything you wished for now. Example, check if anyone had an interrupt up when a critical spell was cast by a mob. Check for defenses being up, etc. And later on, we can even expand to raids and give guild helpers for raids. That's insane. I mean, this is so freaking awesome. I'm so excited for this. I'm really, 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 really excited for this. You see, they have the runs updating in real time. Look at this. Somebody uploaded an 18. Whoa. That's really cool. It's a little laggy, I think, or buggy. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's not really working very well right now. But yeah, let's talk about how they're solving this and what the future looks like. Oh, but before we do, I also want to talk about the fact that, again, that confirmation we got about it being a business problem, a competitor kind of refusing to work with their competitor. Not really surprising. I called it. I mean, I think it was obvious to me the whole time. I mean, was it true that it was also potentially financially non-viable for them to give out the API calls or whatever you guys were saying? Yeah, that was probably also true. But I definitely know, I was confident in saying so that it was not as a friendly association, you know what I mean? But so they said that this topic of being non-consensually, data given here, this is not a thing, and they understand that because the game is public. Blizzard owns this data, and through their EULA or whatever they call it, they're giving it out for free. It's something that you can access with add-ons. So the consent is you logging into the video game. If you are in the video game, this data and stuff that you do in the video game is public by all. Like, there's no indication that it's not from Blizzard's end. So if you're mad about that, I don't know, just stop playing the game, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how the game works. And I'm glad that they're recognizing that. So some of the things that they had on the website were reactions to trying to appease Warcraft logs. One of them was that, I guess the main one was that you could not see people's runs who you were not a part of the run of. Now you can do that, all right? So obviously, I don't know of a character name that I could type in there, but I could type in any character's name. Maybe we can let's see, I can't remember. Cop's name, is that his name? Or is it one S, I think, right? Let's see if that works. But yeah, it's going to have every character on here. It's just like an armory. Yeah, here we go. Here's Cop's runs. Never been in a run with them. We can see his freaking armory. We can see his gear. We can see his actual Mythic Plus score, which is amazing to see that on actual WowOP.io as well. This is such a great addition to this. He actually, oh no, this is not recently logged. But yeah, if we can maybe find, does this ever update or something? I would like to see a run that has been recently logged. But anyway, so here's what they're doing. Okay, they have their own tool. It's in this channel here. All right, so the Discord is public. I don't know why I was thinking it wasn't public. I was thinking it wasn't because there's like 25 people in there for like 2 months. But now you see 101 online. There's another 100 offline kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of people in here now. Come join the Discord. This is where you're going to get this info. This is where you're going to get this download. I already downloaded it. It is not a virus. Just going to read through some of the stuff just to make that clear, though. It says that they're expecting that when you download it, I did not actually have this happen, by the way. But anyway, they said that they're expecting if you download it, you may get like a ping on Windows Defender that it's not something you want on your computer. And if so, then you have to click more info and run anyway. This is very common. I don't know why, but I see this all the time whenever I'm downloading like modding tools for games and stuff, that Windows thinks that these tools are like something wrong. But anyway, there's a couple options. Now, the confusing part is on the tool that I have, I don't have these options. But we're going to read through these right now. It says the 3 options live. This will be default when you use the tool. You'll start it before you jump into dungeons. This is all assuming that you know how to do a log right now. Like you know how to get the combat log going. If you do not, it's very, very simple on like paper. You just type /combat log, I believe is all you need to do. I don't know for sure because I use an add-on called Loggerhead, which I would recommend everybody uses. And then that add-on will automatically turn the combat logging on and off based on like the instance ID you're in. So for example, you're in Dawnbreaker, you press the green button, it'll make it so anytime you're in Dawnbreaker, it's going to log for you. And anytime you're not in Dawnbreaker, the button's gray, it's not logging currently. And that obviously saves space, but probably makes it so you're not uploading random stuff that's not dungeons to these websites. But anyway, that's how you do it for live logging. Same thing with uploading. Once the log file is created, you can also just upload it. I don't know why anybody would not want to live log. I don't know why people suggested that people were going to be picky and choosy about the runs getting uploaded to not have their score go backwards or something. I don't know. For me, I'll just be live logging all the time. And then there's also this here. Okay, I'm going to read this out. It says upload archived logs, right? So it's this button here. This is super helpful for us, but it can take a while. It will go through your Radar.io logs archive and process every run. It remembers which log files it already processed, so you don't have to do it over and over again. When you have the time and nothing to do, using this would be super helpful to get us a lot of existing runs. It says once you click start processing, the logs will be processed file by file. So I don't know. It says something about like Radar.io, but I'm not sure what they mean by this. This button is not here anymore. It's gone. If you can't, it's not here anymore. So I'm not sure why it's gone. I don't know. There's a maybe it was bugged. Maybe it was not something that they want. I don't know. But yeah, you do live logging. It's going to have, I guess, the most recent. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't been able to get on and do a run. Presumably, we can actually upload. Well, it's not in the right folder right now. But yeah, anyway, I would definitely get on here. And you're going to see tons and tons of people talking about this. They've already been talking about how there's a mismatch, the timers were wrong. Their data for DPS calculation was wrong. So people were saying I did 2 million DPS overall on your thing, but I only did 1.8 million on Radar.io or on Warcraft logs, or details says a different number, all this stuff. So my point in bringing all this up is this cannot be perfect if people don't test it. Okay. And I really wish, I want to commit myself to getting all these videos made. So I'm probably not going to do any more keys this season. But yeah, this is a really big thing that people should be helping them with. Because unless you just totally want to see this sink and not, be the best it can be, it needs to be done before season 2. I think if it's perfect, if it's very, very, very near perfect for season 2, then we are going to be in such an insane position. I'm very excited for what that is going to look like, but I think it needs the testing, and it needs obviously whatever the kinks ironed out. I think maybe what's going on here is the runs. Oh yeah, I think that's what's going on here, right? Because I think they still are doing this. I've heard that they might be changing it, but yeah, they basically are only looking at logs from 8 to 14, right? That was an express goal of theirs. So these runs that are getting uploaded are not actually, when you click on a 16, that's the word explain, that's the character explain. It doesn't go anywhere. It just, the page is not there. So that's obviously a bug, I guess, of some sort. I don't know if they're gonna. I think they're gonna expand it. But I love this. I feel like I'm so glad we clicked. I love this. Right? Look at this. DPS breakdown, augmentation, you know? So I love this. Another new feature here. You get to see exactly what the players are, doing. Like, I guess maybe that could be helpful for people. I don't think I would actually look at it, but it's just cool to see them adding new features. And also, if I want to see like, oh, well, my top damage was this. What is everybody else's? You can go and look up other Blood Death Knights and look them up that way. But so this should be way, way, way better because you can look up other people's stuff. You'll be able to see, side-by-side comparison, which is how Warcraft Log should, and this is how it always should have been, right? Being able to look at a comparison of you versus other people is why this website was going to work and why you will become a better player if you actually look at this stuff. But yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for this, and I hope that you guys will get on here and test this stuff out. I mean, it looks like this run like not in time or something? Because this run doesn't actually have score. Yeah, I think it was failed. Did we click a failed one? But yeah, there's going to be a lot to look at here. And like I said, without the help. Oh, wait, what was that? What the hell? Why am I on here? I must have, since I, that's funny. That's really funny. My name's on there. I just uploaded the log through the live log button, I guess. It shows up. That's really funny. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys will get on here. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know. Let me know if you guys have any more, if you have any new commentary or things that you're worried about. But I'm really, really, really glad to see this blowing up. How these people are collaborating with each other is so encouraging. Hearing these developers seem to have such a great understanding of what, needs to be done. And the fact that they got it done this fast, I'm so encouraged. So yeah, hop on here, get this downloaded. Maybe by the time you get on here, there'll be a new one. I just be aware you need something to open a zip file. I don't know if people still don't know that. People ask me that question about my Pokemon game all the time. Like, how do I upload a RAR file? 2025. Use WinRAR or something like it. Get that, I just actually, what I did was I just made a folder for it. Here's all the stuff that's in it. And then you just run the application file, and that's pretty much it. Press that live log button, I guess, and get to work. Get in some keys. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are running into any errors or something like that, but I think this is really encouraging that they're back, and they're back so quick. So stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot more reviews of Mythic Plus runs coming in the next few days.